500 miles on the shoes.
86-year-old Ed Blumberg
One pair a year now.
is about to take us on a run.
These 2 boxes here got more stuff.
But first, he wants to show the rewards of what has already been
Tons of them.
a pretty good run.
They end up in the graveyard here. There's trophies and ribbons.
His downtown apartment is usually so clutter-free, it would make that woman on Netflix smile.
Yeah.
But for our purposes,
I just felt funny about throwing them away.
he sprawled out a mere sampling of his considerable hardware.
Today I think we need 2 layers.
And then set out on his daily jog. And as he did so, challenged the stamina of 2 men decades younger than him. Yes, that is my asthma kicking in as I try to keep up with that. If you're thinking that guy's got a pretty good clip going, especially for an octogenarian, well, it's exactly what he wants you to think.
You gotta be in good condition to do this.
And then he wants you to picture yourself doing the same thing.
I feel it's an accomplishment. What I mainly try to do now is interest other people in, at that time you can still run. You can still work at it slow or fast or whatever way you do it, but just to be outside and be exercising and keeping yourself healthy.
I can't take any more running shirts either. These are from all the runs.
Not far away, in an equally immaculate apartment,
Some of these are big.
soon to be 80-year-old Sandy Weinstein
Look, that would fit you.
is trying to give away race shirts to a reporter who clearly hasn't earned them.
Do you need a running shirt?
No, I'm good, and I don't
Can
think
I
we're
give
the
you-
I don't think we're the same size anyway.
It is a typically uncomfortable Wisconsin winter morning, and yet Sandy cannot wait to get out in it.
I kid with some of my friends and I say I'm allergic to sitting, but I think I am.
And so she goes, step by careful step, along salted sidewalks, fighting a brisk wind and doing the one thing that helped her most when she lost her husband a quarter century ago.
I started running when my husband passed away. I was working full-time as a nurse. I was under a lot of stress, and I thought that would be a good stress reliever.
But it's been so much more than that.
But I love being outside. So interesting, it's so beautiful. I see so much when I'm outside.
And now the running routes of a woman who lost her husband
Mostly run alone.
and a man who lost his wife
That's the program. Put on the running clothes, I'm ready to run.
come so very close to intersecting each morning. And one could think it tragic if they never did.
I can't untie.
Oh boy, I have no nails anymore.
Oh, but they did.
Thank you so much.
Ed and Sandy have become fixtures at races and fun runs across southeastern Wisconsin.
5 minutes.
From January's Samson Stomp to the sweltering heat of the Hank Aaron Run in August.
Very good.
They're there.
During the running season, when there's more races, we would do a race every weekend almost.
Looking good.
We do a lot of races.
How fast you run.
If a cause or a disease has a race, Ed and Sandy have not only run it,
Go strong, go strong!
they've likely won it.
I have to be really honest. So the reason I'm almost always number 1, not because I'm a real fast runner, but because I'm the only woman in my age out there.
You did it!
And as long as we're being honest, Sandy would likely not be doing this many races had she not met Ed. And Ed might not be running at all had he not met Sandy.
Yeah!
You see, Ed was 66 years old when they first met, and he hadn't run in decades. He wasn't a runner. In fact, he was a bowler, and a pretty good one. But he was also smitten. And for Sandy, well, he would trade the alley for the sidewalk.
When I met Sandra and she was running, I thought, well, maybe that'd be a good idea for me to get back into it.
I would run, and I had a certain path that I ran at Fox Point.
Our homes were only a couple blocks apart, so I ran past her house and looked at the house. If the light was on, she was still there. She hadn't gone out yet. And I just keep on going.
He would run the opposite way and see me.
But I knew the route, so I thought to myself, if I run the route backwards, I was going to run into her somewhere.
And I thought, oh, that's so corny, that's just ridiculous. But I told my friend that, and she said, that's nice, Sandy, that's a cute story.
Eventually, we'd have to pass the same point.
We started doing races together. On weekends, we would run together.
Over the years, the medals, the memories, the meals, they've all added up.
Every evening, just about, we have supper together, and it just gives you a program. And I appreciate from the health standpoint more than anything.
Now say hello.
I give her credit, and she doesn't want it, but I give her credit for the fact that I have the health that I have at this point in my time.
That's right, guys.
Hadn't I gone into the running and all that, I could have been different.
Separate lives, often sharing the same lane.
I think it's really, really important as we age to keep moving.
Long may they run.